You ever notice how Leos seem to have it all together? Like they're always the one lighting up the room, cracking the best jokes, or planning something epic? But what if I told you there's a side to them they don't show the world? A side that's raw, quiet, and so real it might just break your heart? We're diving into the secret soft side of every Leo, the part most people miss. Stick with me, because this is going to change how you see that Leo in your life, or maybe even yourself. Let's go. So let's start with what everyone thinks they know about Leos. They're the life of the party, right? The ones who walk in and suddenly everyone's paying attention. They've got this energy, like the sun's always shining on them, and they know it. They'll crack the best jokes, plan the wildest nights, and make you feel like you're part of something epic just by being near them. People see Leos as confident, bold, maybe even a little cocky sometimes. And yeah, that's part of it. Leos are ruled by the sun, so they're born to stand out, to lead, to make things happen. But here's the thing no one talks about. That brightness, it's not just for show, it's a shield, a way to protect something much softer underneath. Picture this, a Leo you know, maybe your best friend, your partner, or that co-worker who always seems to have it together. They're the one who's always hyping everyone up, making sure the vibe is right. But one day, you catch them alone, maybe scrolling through their phone, and there's this look in their eyes. Not the usual fire, but something quieter, like they're carrying a weight they don't talk about. That's the first clue to Leo's secret side. They're not just the loud, proud lion everyone sees. They're also the one who feels everything deeply, who cares more than they let on, and who's terrified of letting that show. Let's break it down. Leos are natural performers, but they're not faking it. When they love big. Think of the time your Leo friend planned a surprise birthday party for you, down to the perfect playlist and your favorite cake. Or when your Leo partner showed up with a gift that screamed you, like they'd been paying attention to every word you've ever said. That's not just them being extra, it's them pouring their heart into making you feel special. Leos thrive on making the people they care about feel like they're the only one in the room. But here's what most people miss. They need that energy back. They act like they're bulletproof, but a cold shoulder, a missed text, or a moment of feeling ignored, that hits them like a brick. I remember hearing about this one Leo, let's call her Maya. She was the kind of person who'd light up any room, always cracking jokes, always the one to rally everyone for a night out. But one time, her best friend forgot to invite her to a small get-together. No big deal, right? To everyone else, Maya brushed it off, made a joke, kept the party going, but later her friend found her sitting alone, staring at her phone, and she admitted it hurt. Not because she wasn't invited, but because she felt like she didn't matter. That's the Leo soft side. Under all that confidence, they're craving connection, appreciation, the kind of love that says, I see you and you're enough. Let's talk about love for a second, because that's where Leo's soft side really comes out. When a Leo falls for someone, it's like they're handing you their heart on a golden platter. They'll plan dates that feel like they're straight out of a movie. Think rooftop dinners with string lights or a spontaneous road trip just to watch the sunset. They're not doing it for clout. They're doing it because making you happy makes them happy. But here's the catch. Leos are so good at giving, they sometimes forget to ask for what they need. They'll shower you with attention, but deep down, they're hoping you'll notice the little things about them too. Like how they always wear that one bracelet because it reminds them of you. Or how they get quiet when they're stressed but don't want to burden you. If you've ever dated a Leo, you've probably seen this. They'll act like everything's fine, like they've got it all under control, but then you catch them in a moment of vulnerability. Maybe it's late at night and they admit they're scared you'll get tired of them. Or maybe they get a little too quiet when you don't react to their big gesture the way they hoped. That's when you see it. Their heart isn't just big, it's fragile. They're terrified of not being enough, of their light not shining as bright as they want it to. And when you show them you're there, that you see them for who they are, not just what they do, that's when a Leo's love becomes something you'll never forget. Now let's talk about loyalty, because this is where Leos shine in ways most people don't notice. You might think a Leo's all about themselves. After all, they're always in the spotlight, right? But when you're one of their people, they're ride or die. Think about the friend who's always there when you're falling apart, even if they've got their own chaos going on. Or the partner who'll defend you to the end, even when you're wrong, because to them, loyalty isn't just a word, it's a promise. Leos don't just show up, they show up. They'll stay up all night talking you through a breakup, or drive across town to help you move, or stand up for you when someone's talking trash. And they don't do it for credit. They do it because you matter to them. But here's what's wild. Leos don't always let you see how much it takes out of them. They'll carry your burdens, cheer you on, make you feel like $1,000,000, but they won't tell you how much they're hurting. I heard about this Leo guy, Jake, who was always the rock for his friends. He'd be there for every crisis, every late night call, every I don't know what to do moment. But one day he broke down to his sister, admitted he felt like no one checked on him. That's the thing with Leos. They give so much, they sometimes forget to ask for help. And when they do, it's a big deal because it means they trust you with their soft side. Let's get into why Leos hide this side of themselves. It's not because they're fake or trying to play a role. It's because they're scared. Scared of being seen as weak, scared of losing that spark that makes people gravitate toward them. Leos know the world expects them to be strong, to be the leader, to keep the energy high. So they put on the show, the smile, the confidence, even when they're breaking inside. It's like they're wearing a crown they can't take off, because the moment they do, they're afraid you'll stop looking at them the same way. Think about it. Have you ever seen a Leo get quiet? Not the I'm mad kind of quiet, but the kind where they're just still. Maybe they're staring at the sky, or they're fidgeting with their coffee cup, or they're just not saying much. That's when you know something's up. They're feeling something big, but they're not sure how to let it out. If you're close to a Leo, those are the moments to lean in. Ask them how they're doing, not the surface stuff, but the real stuff. You'd be surprised how much it means to them when someone sees past the shine. Let's talk about what happens when a Leo feels safe to let that soft side out. It's like watching the sun break through clouds after a storm. They'll open up about their dreams, their fears, the things they don't tell anyone. They'll tell you about the time they cried over a movie but swore they had something in their eye. They'll admit they kept that silly little note you wrote them years ago, tucked away in a drawer. They'll show you the side of them that's not trying to impress anyone. Just the raw, real Leo who loves with their whole heart. If you're a Leo watching this, I see you. I know it's hard to let people in sometimes. You're so used to being the one who holds it all together, who makes everyone else feel good. But you don't have to do it alone. Your soft side isn't a weakness. It's what makes you human, what makes you unforgettable. And if you're watching this thinking about a Leo in your life, here's my advice. Show them you see them. Not just the big moments, the loud laughs, the grand gestures. See the quiet moments too. Tell them you appreciate the way they show up for you. Give them a reason to let their guard down. Because when a Leo trusts you with their heart, it's a gift you don't get twice. Now let's flip this for a second and talk about what Leos need from you. It's not just attention, though yeah, they love that. They need to know their efforts matter. If they go all out for you, planning something special, showing up when you're down, or just being their radiant selves, let them know it means something. A simple thank you or I love how you did that can make their day. They're not as unbreakable as they seem, and a little validation goes a long way. Also, be real with them. Leos can smell inauthenticity a mile away, and nothing hurts them more than feeling like they're being played. If you're with a Leo, give them honesty, give them loyalty, and give them a safe space to be themselves. Not just the king or queen of the jungle, but the person who's still figuring it all out. Let's wrap this up with a story. I heard about this Leo, Sarah, who was always the one everyone turned to. She was the planner, the cheerleader, the one who made every group hang feel like an event. But one year she went through a rough patch, lost her job, ended a relationship, the works. She kept up the act, smiling, posting, being her usual Leo self. But her best friend noticed something was off. One night they sat down with a bottle of wine, and instead of asking Sarah to plan something or fix something, her friend just asked, "Hey, how's your heart?" And Sarah broke down. Not in a dramatic way, but in this quiet, real way. She talked about feeling like she had to be on all the time, like she couldn't let anyone see her struggle. That conversation changed everything. Sarah started letting her friend in, showing the softer side she'd kept hidden. And you know what? Their friendship got stronger, and Sarah found a kind of peace she hadn't felt in years. That's the thing about Leos. They're not just the sun, they're the warmth you feel when it's been cloudy for too long. Their soft side is what makes them special, what makes their love, their loyalty, their presence so powerful. So if you've got a Leo in your life, look a little closer. Notice the way they light up when you thank them, the way they linger when they think no one's watching. That's where the magic is. So who's the Leo in your life? Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone you love, maybe it's someone you're trying to understand. Drop it in the comments. I'm dying to hear your stories. Did this make you see Leos differently? Hit that like button if it did, share this with someone who needs to see it, and subscribe so we can keep diving into the wild, beautiful world of the Zodiac together.